Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Vicious, and it's time for some new Dungeon Defenders tutorials. I am picking up after Thanksgiving weekend like I promised. Didn't get anything done this weekend due to being with family and taking care of holiday stuff. But now I can finally start to roll out all the new 7.11 tutorials that I promised you that are going to take into effect the new tower upgrade system and the new monk aura cost. We're going to start with a brand new tutorial. I'm going to show you Monster Fest's Insane Solo today. It works with the group as well. And then start to move into some of the other requested tutorials that might be remakes of older ones. So let's do Monster Fest Insane. Well, let me actually, before I forget, show you my character stats. I'm going to use a Tower Monk. Here's my stats. I'm going to use a Huntress for DPS. And here are my stats. I'm also using a fairy, just helps keep me alive, but you could probably get away with not using a fairy. And I've soloed this before already without using my trap huntress, but I actually plan on trying to throw some traps in there as well. So, just to make it even easier, but I did it with only the monk and the huntress just a few minutes ago. So we're going to start with our tower monk, because this build is this solo build is basically just a hero build where you're relying on some auras. Alright, I'm going to grab the chest that spawns here, and the one that's up here real quick. This is going to be my fighting dome. I'm going to have a strength drain. I want to have electric. And I want to have healing. This is basically where you're going to stand to fight everything. Then I'm going to come out here and put ensnare and lightning down to kill mobs as they're wandering in. Animus is going to help me a lot here since I'm a tower guy. I'm not very strong, and it's going to kind of hopefully hold off mobs while I get these auras up. I am using a fighter weapon, just in case I need to do some damage myself. Aw, dang it. Archers. Okay, and I am actually going to be putting Enrage auras down as well. The Enrage aura is going to like pretty much make everything stop in its tracks. It's going to give me lots of ability with my Huntress to DPS the ogres without being interrupted, because the Enrage auras will hold off pretty much all the mobs. And the ogres will pass through it without being affected. So that's the reason I'm using the Enrage aura. And the damage might help a little bit because the mobs will be killing themselves. And I'm putting it back a little bit so that the mobs wander into the ensnare and lightning combo first. You could even put it here in the middle, but I'm not going to go that far. And like I said, with that aura setup, I can beat it already. I just switched my Huntress. But to give myself even more DPS, I'm going to try to do one more wave with another hero before I get to my main DPS. I'm going to switch to my tower. Build character, and I'm going to put down Inferno traps. It means more stuff to repair. I think that's the bad thing about doing what I'm doing right now. So when I want to repair my auras, I got to repair the traps too. But I think the DPS is going to make up for it. And I could even put proxies down if I really want to go overboard. That's actually not a bad idea because all the mobs cluster up here. So I'm going to have more stuff to repair than normal. But we'll make the most of it. Wow. What the heck? That was a one-hit kill. Well, I am super weak. I'm going to have to be very careful. This character is not made for fighting. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Oh yeah. So basically what you want to do is use Enrage Ores are going to hold all the enemies off, so as soon as you get done killing your ogre friends, run down the stairwells and start picking off stuff with Piercing Shot, because the mobs are going to group up. And you want to keep doing that, because if you don't kill things actively, you'll run out of time. One bad thing about my hero is I have absolutely no casting speed. I really need to fix that. So it makes it difficult for me to upgrade or repair things. But now I have higher resistance, more HP, I have a fairy. So I'm pretty much invincible now. And all you gotta do is just try to repair and maintain these auras, and that's all you gotta do. Yay, 1 million HP. See, pretty much none of the mobs are making it down here. They all get bunched up in these Enrage Ores, because a bunch of mobs will turn around and start beating the crap out of their friends, and then it causes them to get held up and just stay in place. So it pretty much lets you fight the ogres uncontested until the final waves, when the ninjas start to come in. And that's when you just hang out in your bubble of fun with the strength down aura and the healing aura, and you can pretty much stay alive and do what I did and add a fairy if you want to be extra sure that you stay alive. I need more casting speed. So slow. These side ones are just there to help keep my center clear so I can face these ogres without too much problem. But really, you could just get away with this by just having these center auras up and functioning. Might even just do traps on the stairways if you wanted to. Maybe I'll actually get some good loot this time. DPS is very, very important for this. I'm using a Godly Sicarius from Insane Halloween. It does a little over 100k DPS. It's elemental based, but ogres don't have elemental resistances. And for anything else, Piercing Shot's there. And that's the reason I'm using the Huntress for DPS, is just because the sheer number of mobs that you'll face. It's easier to clean out lanes with Piercing Shot than it is to go with a melee weapon and try to focus everything. And if you have a lot of time left, you can kind of try to stall while you upgrade or repair stuff. So I have a minute and 30 seconds to mess around here until whatever last mob that is dies. Strength drain. And if we can find the healing aura, that'd be nice. Healing aura, where are you? Oh, strength drain. just repair. This is actually working a lot better than the aura only so far. I had more time left over, so I know these traps and stuff are doing enough DPS to help speed things up a little bit. And wave 9 and 10 are the chaos waves where you got ninjas and ogres. So just stay in your little bubble here. The strength drain and the healing aura are going to keep you alive. The enrage auras are going to keep all the enemies back until you get done with the ogres, then you can go focus down the mobs. There we go. Let's go clear some lanes. Not too bad. As you can see, the ogres have insane amounts of HP. I think you could chance it and go with a guardian or an animus for more DPS, but then you gotta really focus on being in your healing aura. Okay, let's go make sure this center is good. It's the most important. Yeah, it looks good. I'd like to upgrade that healing aura so bad. I just can't seem to find a spot. There we go. Looks like my ensnare and stuff's gonna fail. I'm pretty sure we'll be okay. Like I said, I knew that was going to be a problem, having more stuff there to repair in conjunction with my slow casting speed. I knew I wasn't going to be able to maintain everything. So many ninjas. But no, I got proxy mines and inferno traps pretty much killing everything as I'm running around like a maniac. The reason I think this would be good with two people is because I think that someone could really focus on upgrading while the other person focuses on fighting. And with the new tower upgrade system, your stuff gets a lot stronger once you get some upgrades and repairs in. Wow, I'm almost dead. Okay, start Thinning out these ninjas a little bit. Having a weapon that does piercing or AoE is going to be good. Crystal Tracker, Bone Bow, Sicarius if I'm using. And I got 2 minutes left to kill 100 mobs. So we're way ahead of schedule here. Basically just the ogre fight's all that's left. There he is. I think there's actually 2. Come, my ogre friend, to the bubble of awesome, where you shall get burned, while I get healed, and you hit like a girl. Alright, there you go guys. There's the build for how to solo Monster Fest on Insane. Do it with a buddy, it'll work with 2 people just fine. 3 and 4, it'll work, but you better make sure you got strong heroes, because the mobs do get a lot stronger as you have more people in the game. So I hope you guys found this tutorial useful. This is the first of the new 7.11 tutorial series, and I'll see you guys in the next video.